Class of 2026, Jayden Crawford from Alexander High School. Young man just won his first state championship at Alexander this past Friday night. He had a crazy performance, dropped 18 points, 9 rebounds, 2 steals, led Alexander to a well-deserved state championship, man. Jada, how do you feel on this? It is a Sunday afternoon that you are now considered one of the best players in the state with a ring on your finger. How does it feel?
I feel great. Feel great, man. A lot of people can't say that. So, being in a position where I can say that I'm one of the best players in the state, and I got a ring, that's something special.
Awesome, man. So let's talk about the game. You started out the game hot. You hit three threes back to back to get your team going. What was it like at that moment when you hit that first one? I know it was good, and you hit a second, and you hit a third one. What was the emotions like in your body, in your mind at that time?
Um, I was in the zone, man. When I'm in that zone, um, it just like it's kind of outside of my body experience, really. So, um, just just my mentality was just coming out being confident though. I shot that shot 1,000 times after practice, like literally on a shooting machine. So my mentality was just to let it fly and trust your work, trust my work. So that's what I did.
Okay, man. So every championship team face adversity. What was the toughest moment during this playoff run or season, and how did your team overcome that?
Oh well, I would say that just don't get complacent. Us not getting complacent because we know we got a lot of talent on the team. From the five to the other to the bench. So um, just not being complacent and remaining humble every practice. So, and I think Coach Slade did a great job at keeping us level headed and even keeled. So that was our biggest, I would say, the biggest thing.
Okay, man. So y'all went on a 25-game winning streak. Y'all last loss was back in December 18th of 2025 against Coral Glaze. Man, and after that, y'all just continue to run amok. What changed at that when that loss? What did that do to y'all? What hit y'all at that to make y'all turn that switch on and not lose no more?
Uh, we feel as if like we're too good to be losing. So we can't let that happen. Like we know what we got. And we knew that because we went 8-0 in the summer when we first started playing together. So we just knew we had to get back on track and play as one and defend hard. So that's what we did. We committed to that, and then great things happened. 25 games.
Talk about the chemistry of this group. What makes this team so special and different from other teams you've been on?
I would definitely say the talent, but the the unselfishness, just realizing that um, we gonna ride the hot hand. Um, you know, so if, if it might be my night one night, it might be someone else one night, and so on. So just realizing that, like, okay, this guy done hit three. We're gonna keep riding with him. So and just playing the game the right way, hitting the older man, and if your shots off in the first half, just telling each other keep shooting because we know you can shoot. So we're not gonna tell you stop shooting, keep shooting. So just that about our team.
And as this your final season, you stepped up in this big moment. How did you prepare mentally and physically for this game of for the game of this magnitude?
Um, like I said, I was shooting uh anywhere from 600 and up shots after the games. I mean after practice. So and I think in playoffs you gotta reach another level of mental focus, like everything. Like you gotta when you're working out, you gotta use your imagination. Um, so there's a lot of things I prepared for. I mean, shooting it, stretching my range out was the major thing because I knew they had a lot more size, like especially with Bentley. So like when you saw I hit that third three, just coming off, I worked on coming off and getting to my three fast because I can't wait. So because he'll be able to recover. So just working on that and then taking care of my body with our we have someone named Miller and he takes well good care of our body. So just making sure I was well stretched and my body was physically prepared for that. That's kind of what I did my preparation before that game.
So this playoff run, like we could touch on this because I do want to touch on it. I know originally when I did my bracket, y'all know what I had on my bracket, who I had y'all losing to. But I want you to confirm this with me. What did I tell you after I watched Decatur play those first two games in the playoff? What did I tell you at y'all game? What did I tell you that y'all was gonna win? Didn't I?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
you
I
did.
said that. I
You
turned
did.
around. I said y'all go win, and then I told you that I knew y'all was gonna beat Tri Cities, and I told you that y'all gonna take Woodward. Can you confirm that?
Uh huh. Yeah,
Okay, I don't want to because a
yeah.
lot of people kept giving me great. I kept saying I said yeah, I know what I said. Everybody, when you do, I tell people when you do March Madness, you do the bracket. Everybody does bracket. It don't say the same. But people kept asking me, "Are you gonna change your bracket?" I like no because I got to stick with my points. I'm picks. I'm not one of them go just switch around. Like no, let me pick this team because they hot. But I did tell you. I told mom. I told both of y'all. I said nah. I said watching Decatur play their first two games against Milton and the way they played against Winder where they should have blew Winder out. I said no, Alexander is going to win, and I even told the Decatur coach that I got Alexander winning this game. I told him at the day of y'all game, and y'all proved it, man. So I congratulations you on winning the state championship. But I do want to know this one that I do want to know. I like to know this from athletes. Take me back to that moment at the final buzzer sound. What was the emotions going through your mind knowing you just won your state championship, your final high school season? And I know this is something we've been talking about since I first met you. I know since back all the way back when you right at the end of middle school at the camp. You talked about this. I always told everybody in the state of Georgia Jay is one of the best players in his position. I've been standing, I still 10 toes down on that back in your early years. I'm saying it right now. But take me to that moment when y'all that buzzer sound and you realize you accomplished one of your dreams, one of your bucket list dreams.
It was a great feeling, especially because I won it back in my county, um, where I grew up, and many people didn't think I was gonna come back and play in the county. So just to come here for a first year and do it right away, and man, especially in your senior year, man, that's tough. And winning 25 games straight and doing it like that, that's something else. So it was just pure joy and just living in the moment, man. Just living in the moment.
Well, man, once again, congratulations on winning state championship. And I just can't wait till we sit down and do an in-depth interview of your journey in basketball from when you started as a kid to now and what's the goals, what's the futures. I can't wait to sit down and do that special with you. That gonna be awesome, man. Cause man, you got real I got
Yeah.
a bunch of questions for that one. I can't wait to talk about them. So and I don't want to disclose that right now because it's gonna be special just to sit down and have that one-on-one in-depth interview with you, man. But because we couldn't drop the one before because of what went on. But we could talk about it
Yeah,
now.
yeah,
We could definitely talk about it now. So
yeah.
and you know what? I haven't deleted that interview. I still got it, right?
Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, that's a legendary
I,
one right
I
there.
yeah, I ain't deleted it yet because I'm keeping it because I don't know if we ever gonna want to use it in the future. So I said I'm not deleting that interview. I just didn't drop it because out of respect, when y'all asked me not to, I didn't drop it
Yeah.
because of what was said. But I still got it, man. So it's still in the archives. I'm not deleting that.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
All right, man. Well, I do appreciate you taking a moment out your busy schedule. Congratulations. No, I do got a bone to pick with you real quick. Sir, why you didn't tell me you was coming down there Saturday? Why I did not know why you didn't come down there?
Saturday.
Yeah, you was down at the championship game. I
Oh,
was down there.
so
Why?
oh, the Willing. Oh, I didn't know you down there.
I was there all
I didn't
weekend.
know
I
you
spent
done
the
that.
night down there. I had got a hotel. I didn't want to finna drive back and forth. So
Oh,
when I left y'all game, I went back to my hotel.
oh, oh! I didn't know that.
But
I didn't know that.
yeah,
Hey,
cause I think some of your teammates.
that
Go ahead.
game. If, I think if Zaire would have been on, that game would have been a little bit different.
Yeah, I
I
had a
don't
lot to
know.
say about that game. I told your mom a lot. I can't say it on the air, but I had a lot to say about that game. But yeah, I gotta admit, Pepperbrook had a good opportunity to win that. But of course, at that time, the better team won, which was Wheeler. But man, it was a great game. It was a good game
Yeah,
yesterday.
yeah, it was. It was. It was.
But man, I appreciate you taking a moment out of your busy schedule to talk with me. Man, I definitely wish you the best of luck and the rest of your future.
Um,
And I can't wait till we sit down and do an in-depth interview.
Most definitely.
All right, man.